don't even drink.
It's fit nicely. All right, so we're back. Let's see, it's 5 o'clock. Again, we are kind of heading in the towards the end of this day almost. There's a couple more hours, but yeah, we've got y'all know him, you'll love him. Let's be honest, from North Kakalaka, a boy that I knew through Blackstone, and yet again a man of many talents, Mr. Matt Hungry Hussey. What's up, brother? How are you?
Hey, Cmac. Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you having me on.
Good to see you too, and thanks for being. I can just see. First of all, you got the multiple camera angles, so you've already upped the game just from a production aspect. I like that, but I see already the smoke rolling.
Yeah, I'm a little behind, so I pushed it a little bit, some things ain't getting done like I want them, so I had to open the vent just a little bit. Let's bump that temp up some. So yeah, we're rolling smoke over here. I got a little bit of apple, a little bit of hickory. That's what I'm rolling with today.
All right, excellent. So before we get into the food, I want to find out, and if anybody's joining that doesn't know about you, I want to find out a little bit more about you. But I think it's only right that you probably got to give a shout out to somebody, because I saw a post of yours, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, that you were looking for a cowboy hat, and you have found a cowboy hat. So who do you need to thank for getting you the hat?
So this goes out to my buddy. His name's Darren, but we call him Putz.
Putz?
Putts. Putz.
Okay.
I don't know how the heck he got that. It was my niece or somebody named him Putz for somehow or another. So he's been Putz for probably 20-some years now.
Gotcha.
And so he was the one. He called me. He said, "Hey," he said, "I got one." And I said, "All right." I said, "Let's get it." I went and picked it up this morning. So it don't fit me. He's got a smaller head than me. I got a big old water head, Craig. But it is what it is. It's fun. I've been wearing it around, talking about, "Hey, little doggies," it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It on too.
Yeah, like I said, big melon, big brain. So that's all good. We may have a hard time finding hats to fit, but there's a lot of brain matter up in there. So
I'm gonna have to find CJ had for next time. That's for sure. If you got one to fit that head, I got one in store. We can get it.
See, CJ rocks some good hats, right? He's got the kind of the pork pie, and he's got the I forget what they're all kind of called, but he's got a good hat game.
I suck at hats, man. I don't wear hats. I got a little product. I might be from North Carolina, but I like putting a little product in my hair every once in a while.
Sure.
At any rate, but for this right here, you, brother.
All right, so listen, we're getting. I gave a couple of y'all were on other podcasts, just over the last few days, and I'm like, I may not have anything left to ask, but the great thing about doing this, if you can think quick on your feet, which I really normally can't, but you get little nuggets. So before we get into stuff, let's talk about your hair product, because I bet that on all the times that you've done videos and podcasts, probably that has not been a topic of conversation, and I know the people want to know. So, Huss, are you a gel guy, pomade, wax? What goes into quaffing Hungry Hussey's mane?
The Hungry Hussey do. I've been using this called Short Sexy Hair. It's like a pomade. But here lately, I switched not long ago to some kind of Redken Brews is what it's called. And it's for men. It's got like a manly smell to it, and I dig it pretty good. It works well for my hair. I got real fine hair. It's not real coarse at all, and it helps me. It helps me mold it into all this sexiness right here,
That's right. You probably never thought when Cmac asked you to come on to his Ribberfest day that we'd be talking about hair products, right? Yeah, that makes two of us. So I don't even know where the hell to go from there. So let's talk about your background a little bit. I know you live in North Carolina, or like to call it North Cackalack, but talk about, you know, as much as you'd like to, about where you're from, where you live, your family, and all that good stuff.
So we live in Thomasville, as you said, and I say North Cackalack, North Carolina. It's about it's midways in North Carolina, in between Greensboro, near Greensboro High Point area. A lot of people know High Point from the furniture capital of the world, big chair, you know, that kind of thing. Thomasville furniture used to be real big in this area, high-end furniture. So I've lived here my whole life. I'm a homeboy. I'm like a big oak tree. I'm big, and I got deep roots. So you know, I don't want to move. Hey, Paul. I see my buddy Paul. I have no intentions on moving. Love it here. It's nothing crazy. Thomasville's nothing crazy, but we love it. Married to be almost 9 years to my wife. Hey, Mr. Mitchell. He lives in Greensboro. That's my little buddy.
Nice.
My wife, she's originally from Ohio, and she came down for a teaching job, and she heard all this accent and all that, and she just couldn't help herself. And we been happy ever after. And 9 years, I think I said that. And we have two beautiful kids. I got a little girl. Her name's Marin. She just turned 6 in March, and Mason just turned 2 yesterday. And yeah, that's about it. You know, we're blessed. We're blessed people. We love eating. We love cooking. We love entertaining. And that's about it.
That's awesome. Hey, Lep. No, it should be on YouTube. I'm showing that it's streaming both on Facebook and YouTube, Lep. So I don't know. I sometimes through StreamYard, maybe YouTube is a little bit behind, but go check it again. We should be good for both. So, so Matt, I first found you through Blackstone, very big in the Blackstone community. I know you had Mr. Blackstone himself, Todd Tobin, swing by one day. We'll talk about that in a minute, but tell me how you kind of got you're starting at Blackstone, but you were cooking outdoors a lot before. You smoker, you got Big Green Eggs. So tell me about your grilling, smoking, Blackstone kind of background.
Yeah. So I was an egghead well before I was a Blackstoner.
Okay.
So I've had my egg we're trying to figure out the other day, I think since 2012. I bought this large. I bought my large first year, and I think it was about 2015 on the forum, the Egghead forum. I don't know. Do you frequent the Egghead forum, Craig?
I do. Yep.
So I don't know. Do you ever Tar Heel Matt? That's me on the forum.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was there for a long time. I used to post pictures a lot, and a guy, Scott, down in Mississippi, he bought this Blackstone. He bought this, this griddle, and man, I fell in love, man. I just would not stop talking about this darn griddle, And this was maybe in 2014, 15-ish, okay? And my wife bought me my first 36 on my birthday, 2015. And now my birthday is in August, and it's been love ever since, man. And, a lot of people say, oh, well, you're an affiliate with Blackstone, so that's why you cook on the Blackstone. That is not it at all. It's so much easier just to go out there to get, especially my life has evolved too, right, with kids. It's just easier to get food on the table a lot quicker. So, you go out there, you turn the burners on, hit ignite, and you're up and going. So, I was doing that. I was blogging. I was trying to find my way, trying to figure out how I can create content. And it wasn't for it wasn't for money at all. Nothing was for money. It was, how can I get some of my creativity with food out to everyone to see, right? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed making pretty pictures of my food that I cooked, presentations, and that kind of thing. So I was blogging, and it just didn't work for me. And I've had a couple buddies. They were like, maybe you should try YouTube. And again, I was didn't know about YouTube, Craig. I didn't know about it. Didn't really. I had done it mainly. It was for backup on my videos for my phone. That was all.
Okay.
I didn't know about YouTube. And finally, I just said, you know what, I'm going to try this instead of blogging, where you do a step, you take a picture and write about it, right? Well, that was just didn't meet my personality at all, because I'm like a rat on crack. So, um, let me check on this right quick. Let me get right. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'll turn my camera this way so nobody can see. Here you can see in the backyard they're putting together a.
One of the birthday presents.
Yeah. Because I don't want to reveal all what I'm cooking yet, Craig.
No, you gotta do that at the right time.
I don't want anybody. Matter of fact, I think the big item is good, and we can take it off.
Yeah, you just make sure. So while you're doing that, I just got to show my neighbors, my backyard neighbors, Tom and Patty Champion. Tom just rolled over. They've been cooking brisket for Texas Ribberfest here, and gave me some brisket nachos. So I might be snacking on those a little bit.
Right on. So I was trying to find my way in the online space, Craig, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try this. Well, I take it one step farther. Blackstone contacted me because I was posting pictures on Instagram, Facebook, and I would just tag them. Wasn't looking for anything, and they contacted me about being an affiliate. And shoot, I thought, heck yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And they said, you know, maybe you should check out this guy named Todd Tobin. He's doing pretty good on the YouTube space, right? And I was like, okay, I'll check him out. And this was 2015. And I started looking, man, I was like, this guy, I like this stuff, you know? And I saw some other folks, they had YouTube videos and on the Blackstone. I was like, you know what? I can do that. And that's whenever it started. I posted, I can't remember, maybe 2016. This will be my third year. No, 17. Be my third year doing YouTube. And this is really history. Started my first one. I believe it was we had went to Atlantic Beach, which is on the Carolina coast. Okay. Johnny Maggs, yes sir, that's right. We handsome. I got some flounder, I got some fresh fish, some East Coast shrimp, you know, things like that to bring back home. And I think that was my first video. I did some flounder and some sirloin, and then I did my seasoning video too. About that time was about whenever Blackstone sent me a Blackstone to cook on, and I sent my old one back to my brother, or gave it to my brother, and yeah, the rest is history. So I've been doing YouTube. I just looked not long ago. You know, somebody asked me, said, when did you hit 1,000 subscribers? And I don't really know. I don't keep up with that crap, really. I'm not that data driven on my YouTube channel at all. And it was like 2 years ago, so it took me about a year to get 1,000 subscribers. And now I don't know what I'm at now exactly, but so yeah, that's kind of how it started, and it kind of snowballed. Honestly, my videos sucked then. I don't know. They suck kind of now, you know.
No, not at all. Listen, content's important, and we were having this conversation in one segment earlier in terms of, I think with Mags actually, in terms of editing, which seems like unless you're already in that line of work, right?
Yeah.
That's probably where a lot of people really struggle. But listen, I think for you, I mean, you're a nice, likable guy, and I think that's what probably resonates with a lot of people, right? And so, I've seen. In fact, I know I reached out to you at one point months ago because you had a cool little intro that I thought was really, was really cool. And so you kind of build. I've seen you build different things on to your videos in terms of production value. But at the end of the day, I think probably what draws a lot of people to you is your personality, and I think that at least for me, and I think probably a lot of people, I think that probably outweighs extra production and all that kind of stuff. So you're just a relatable guy.
Yeah, and that's I
with
just
nice
want.
hair.
Yeah, that's right. Use nice product. I like to get my feet done too. So I like to get a pedicure as well. I take care of
Ain't
my
nothing
dog.
wrong with that.
So I do like to take care of myself. So I'm a metro, hillbilly is what I like to say.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't, I think if you're fake, it comes through really quickly
Yeah.
on YouTube, and a lot of people say they ask me, tips or whatever, and uh, you know, I don't know. People say, "Well, how did you do that? Did you buy subscribers? Did you do this, do that?" And I didn't never done any of that crap. I didn't know you could buy subscribers until somebody asked me about it. A lot of it's just being genuine and just being yourself. And I wasn't myself whenever I first started. I mean, it's hard. You and this camera has to be your buddies, right? You have
Yeah.
to. It's almost like if like you and I, first couple times, we're not going to be chumly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're going to be cordial and stuff like that. But eventually, we start hanging out. We're going to start hitting elbows, like Cmac. Then we start. There ain't no telling what else is going to happen. Locker room crap.
Sure. Sure.
Smacking each other on the butt. Who knows? But
Yeah. I like it.
It's tough to come through to that camera to connect with that sucker because it's intimidating. Because you're a softballer, you're like, oh, I want to do good, I want to do this, I want to do that. But once you relax and be yourself, it starts getting a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like I said, I think that really comes through, and I think that probably resonates with a lot of people. So, hey, listen, we got a few posts. I don't want to ignore our crowd out there. Oh, I just got a cramp, a Charlie horse in my leg. That's a good look, right? Down. C-Mac's down for the count again.
Everybody be like, what is this? What kind of live stream is this? You're over there giving me the oat face. I'm
gonna get the comments now that I haven't been hydrating enough. That's a whole nother story. But Pickles, who has been very, very active today, and I thank you, my friend, with questions. So Pickles says, what are Huss's most popular videos, and do you double down or remake any of those? That's an interesting question.
So my most popular is like the most simple video I've ever done. And that's the one that has 1.3 million views. And that was just a simple, I get a lot of troll comments and be like, oh, that's all you did was this. But, there's no rhyme or reason to my videos. It's whatever pops into my mind, I do it. But on that particular one, I wasn't going to shoot it because I was stressing. I was like, gosh, I need a video. It was Sunday morning. Carolina just beat Duke in the ACC. Go Heels!
That's right.
And I was stressing. I was like, God, I need a video. We need a breakfast. Our girl at the time, our little girl, she was hungry. My wife said, go out there and shoot. We do breakfast. We do sausage and eggs all the time. And my mama did it growing up all the time. She fed us. I mean, it was cheap, easy, quick, And I listened to her. I listened to my wife finally, and that's what hit. It hit. I don't know what it was. You can go back and use everything the same, Craig, and you not have the same results for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I got lucky. I guess all I can say. And so that was my most popular. And then the other popular ones are. I did a cheesesteak video. Just did cheesesteaks, and that's got probably 500,000. And then I got a Big Dipper, which Pickles loves. It's a recipe off of a buddy of mine's sandwich at his deli. So he wasn't open at the time, and we wanted a Big Dipper sandwich, and so we made our own Big Dipper. Some other break.
I think there was a lot of conversation in the chat when you were on Ricer's show the other day about the Big Dipper, right?
Yeah. Pickles
Yep.
really likes the Big Dipper. All I did, I don't know if you've seen it or not, Craig, but what I did is I took a bottom round, I sous vide it for 48 hours, I think. I can't remember exactly. May have been 24.
Okay.
I can't remember. And I made roast beef. That's all I did. And I seared it on the egg. And then put it right back in it, saran wrapped it up, put it in the refrigerator, and then sliced it with my slicer. And that's what I did. I built and it's basically almost like a cheesesteak at that point. You put it on a griddle, you put a little au jus down, or a French dip, something similar. I put a little bit of au jus on top of that just to kind of warm it up. Then peppers and onions, and then provolone on top of that, and then onto your sandwich or onto your bun, and you dip it in your au jus. So it's kind of like a French dip, but
Yep.
a little different. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. Lep says you should see my Big Dipper, so I won't comment on that. Tim, my boy Tim Jazowski here. Shout out to Tim, who was Tim. I'll relate your story. Just the other day, he has taken a Blackstone and a Big Green Egg. I think his mini max out to his work, and he was cooking for his folks out there. I saw pictures of beers and tequila, and then the next picture I saw was him laying in the back of an ambulance. So just a word to the wise for everybody out there is don't mix cooking, tequila, and if you're over the age of 35, stay off scooters at that point.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dangerous, Craig.
Yeah. But Tim says first video I saw of Hungry Hussey was BGE baked potatoes.
Oh, geez. I don't even think that classifies as a video.
Does that go way back?
What's that?
Does that go way back?
That goes pretty far back, yeah. I'm trying to mingle in more Big Green Egg stuff, and I'm having a hard time doing it just simply for time and that kind of stuff. But if you've never tried baked potatoes on an egg,
oh yeah,
they're wonderful. And I tell you what I've been doing, Craig. I've been rubbing them instead of with olive oil or canola oil or whatever. I've been rubbing it with bacon grease. Then rubbing it with salt and then putting them on. Holy!
I did. Got the new 4-wheeler going.
That's my little boy.
I actually did baked potatoes for the first time ever, actually, on the Big Green Egg. I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and pierced them, hit them off the olive oil, threw some rub on. I tell you, they were phenomenal. And so I cut one for my wife, and I ate one. The kids weren't too excited about baked potatoes, but when she was done, I said, what'd you think? And she said, oh, it was good. And I looked at it, and she still had the shell. And I said, oh, the best part is the shell when you smoke it like that. And she's like, all right, whatever.
I would dip a dog turd with that thing and eat it. I tell you, I kid you not. I mean, come on.
I can imagine with bacon grease.
Yeah. Well, even whenever I was doing them, with olive oil or canola, the skin was still just good. I didn't put any smoke with them. I don't know. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
That thing's loud. The skin was good, but I've been putting them in the air fryer now, in the Blackstone air fryer, and they cook it in 30 minutes because it's kind of small, small area, and
right.
And they do pretty good in that too. But
so I've seen a couple of posts. Pickles just posted another one about you do a breakfast video this morning. I've been going like crazy. I haven't been able to see what anybody's doing, but you did a breakfast video this morning.
Yeah, I did. I tell you, it was good. It was. I mean, I'm not lying to you. Hold on. Hey, baby girl, would you do me a favor? Go in the garage refrigerator in the very bottom, and get me a cheer wine. Thank you, sweetheart.
We'll talk about that in a second because I got some questions about cheer wine. So
there's 2 of them in there. There's more than that, actually. I'm sorry, Craig. Where was it?
Your breakfast this morning seems to be garnering a lot of attention.
Man, I tell you, I got this idea. It's not exactly it's not exact like it. Well, we called in Cracker Barrel not long ago. We ordered a fried chicken dinner, and they said if you order dinner, you get breakfast bowls with it. And it was a little more simple. Theirs was it was just basically hash brown casserole. They just baked their casserole, and then they had their gravy, and then they just had bacon and cheese on it. And so I was like, "Dang, that's a good idea!" And I'm going to build on that, right? So I made some hash brown casserole. So I took shredded potatoes, cream of chicken soup, sour cream, boatload of cheese, like quarter stick of butter, mixed all that together and made a hash brown casserole. I took these, these Blackstone molds like these.
Yep.
The round ones and these, they come in a kit. And I used the round ones for this. And just put them in that mold. Oh, she can't have one. Okay.
And she takes a sip with me. That's fine.
Okay. You take a sip with me. You can have the first sip of mine. Apparently, the little girl doesn't had her limit with cheer wine today.
Yes.
Glad the wife don't put a limit on me. I'll be in trouble. So I put that in that mold first, and then I took some onions, some peppers, and mushrooms, sauteed those, bacon, some thick cut bacon. And so I made some white gravy, just regular old country white gravy, made a roux, milk. That's it, salt and pepper, and poured that over. Put the hash brown casserole down first, milk gravy next. The peppers and onions, and then the fried egg on top of that, and then the vegetables. And then I took some. It's not sriracha, but it's called cha, CHA. It's made by Texas Pete. I think you know who Texas Pete might be.
Yeah,
they have their own sriracha, which I actually like better than the Hui Fong brand of sriracha. But anyway, I squirted that over it, and then with that runny yolk egg, God, I'm telling you, man, it was. I said it, and if I say it, believe it. I'm one of the most honest people you ever meet in your life. It's like people always used to talk about my mama. She'd tell a man his teeth stunk. That's what my mama. That's what she was. It was good. It was the best breakfast dish I've made.
Wow. Okay. Well, that explains the different. It sounds phenomenal. Listen, I'm a big fan of putting an egg on pretty much anything. And, when you got that runny yolk and dripping in, whether it's potatoes or whatever else, and helping that gravy come, I knew a wise man that used to say something like, it was good groceries.
That's right. It was, boy. It was good. Dang it, boy. That was some good groceries. Shoot.
Now, so help me out, because I'm not from North Carolina. So is good groceries a Matt Hussey thing? Is good groceries a common expression in those parts? Where'd that come from?
It's just an expression that's been, my brother has said it for a long time, and I just happen to say it out here just casually. I don't have a script or anything. I just kind of go off, and I just say something stupid sometimes. And dang, it stuck. It was like, whoa, that was pretty cool. And so I just kind of made it my thing.
I like it. I like when those things kind of happen, organically, and then it just sticks. It's so let's talk about one more before because I want to get to your food here in a minute. Let's talk about one more thing and cue the cheer wine. So again, I've never had cheer wine, and I know you're a big fan. So for those of us that aren't in a region where cheer wine, in California, I think I had heard of it, but I don't think you can find cheer wine there anywhere. And I don't know if it's out here in New England. So what's cheer wine all about?
So I think I think Cracker Barrel, if you got a Cracker Barrel anywhere near, they have it.
Okay.
They claim they're in all 50 states, and I don't know how true that is. So Marin, will you hold, please? While I'm doing this, will you just hold off 1 second, okay, babe? Thank you. Yeah, that's coming through here. I can't hear it. Can you hold off 1 second? Okay.
Come here.
So Cheerwine is I pulled out the highfalutin stuff today. I got a 24 pack of these glass bottles, and they're good, especially when they're nice, ice and cold. It's not an alcoholic beverage. A lot of folks think it's an alcoholic beverage, but it's not. The wine is just what it is. It's made 25 minutes from here in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Okay.
And it's a cherry. It's very highly carbonated. I don't know if you can see the bubbles like I can, but I mean it's a really highly carbonated soda. And
Okay.
I like the diet variation. It's not because I'm on a diet or not because I'm trying to cut calories. I just like it better. I like the regular. Okay. The regular is just real syrupy to me. I had a diet one time when it first came out, and I was like, gosh, I really like that, And I just drink. That's what I drink. It has no sodium in it, so if you're trying to cut sodium, you got high blood pressure like some of us might have. It has no sodium, and it don't have any of the crazy stuff in it. It's just a good all around.
It starts making parts of your body fall off if you drink too much, and that kind of stuff.
I'm sure it has something like that in there, but it don't. I'm trying to think of that. Was it aspartame or whatever? It don't have aspartame.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. So Mag says there's a Cracker Barrel in Derry, New Hampshire, a little bit north of me. So I may have to take a little drive up there one of these days to see if they got some Cheerwine. I gotta try it.
Let's wait. I got something coming for you soon. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll see. We'll see what I can put in the box.
All right. So Matt, let's kind of get what you teased us a little bit earlier. You got something going on behind you. We got the other camera angle. So what do you got going today?
Well, you said Texas. It needs to be kind of Texas themed, and
sure.
I tried to be somewhat Texas. I thought about brisket, but I was like, dang, I gotta, I'm going to get up late and all that, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Plus I had a rough night. My boy, he didn't want to sleep good last night, and he likes meat. So I'm kind of glad I didn't take that on, to be honest with you. So I said, what's the next best thing? Dang, you know what I forgot? I got some dang beef sausage, and I forgot to put it on.
Oh, you got beef. We were having that conversation earlier with the New England Pitmaster guys. They were trying to find some beef sausage. You couldn't find it anywhere.
God dang it. I'll be right back.
Okay. So that's funny. While Matt's going to get that, those of you that may have tuned in to the segment earlier with the New England Pitmaster guy, I know the last couple of days they've been trying to hunt down some beef sausage, and I'm like, geez, I can't remember seeing anywhere with beef sausage, and they tried all over the place. And Matt's sitting on beef sausage, and he totally forgot about it.
It's in the freaking refrigerator. I knew I was trying to be cute with something else, and here I go screwing up something else. Good night. I don't know if this is, it's probably not, Franklin beef sausage, but it's beef sausage. Let's throw it on. I do have this pointed.
Might as well get it on, right?
But need to get a new band assembly.
It makes a big difference. I had on my XL, I had my back hinges were squeaking really bad for a while, and then during a cook, I want to say last fall, one just froze up totally. I couldn't even get the egg closed, and so my local called my local dealer, and I got the new bands, which actually were nice, especially on my XL. I think the other sizes are like that too, because the new bands have the little kind of clips just in case your top is loose and when you open it, it doesn't go flying backwards. So
yeah, they're like right here, just like the XL. But I'll give you a little tidbit of information. I'm surprised nobody has asked me about why that glaze right there is off.
Hey,
and
Matt,
I don't know.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Craig.
Why is that glaze off on your big green egg right there?
Craig, that is a great question. Nobody has ever asked that question ever, and I don't know why. I've been longing for this my whole life.
I'm sharp like that.
So you're on the Egghead forum. Do you ever remember hearing anything about butt blast?
Yes, but not through the Ricer interview. And so the funny thing was, I have that as one of my little questions for you. So you beat me to the punch.
Well, we won't go there much, but so what that came from. So what I would do is I'd put both my eggs. Johnny P, that's my buddy right there. So I put all my eggs. I put both my eggs, and then even my little redheaded stepchild over here, the little Kamado Joe Jr. I put it on my trailer. We had trucked down to a campground and we cooked. So I'm not the best at maintaining my crap, Craig. I wish I was. I always talk about how jealous your area looks. Mine looks like a dang bomb went off. Okay. So I've never adjusted my bands before. Never. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's me, right? I don't tinker. So it's on my trailer. I got a utility trailer that I pulled down there, and these yahoos, my buddies of mine, they're cooking, getting ready to put a brisket on my egg, my large. And I'm sitting there just talking just like this. And next thing I know, I heard something go, boom. Well, I mean, it was like a thunk. It was like something heavy just hit the ground,
Right.
And I thought somebody just got drunk and is there over there in the dang pine needles. But no, it was my lid of my egg that came off. It was up on a trailer, so 6 feet, maybe 6, 7 feet. I don't know, 6.5 feet, maybe.
And that's all the damage it did?
Fell down. It well, I don't have my old thermos, but bent my thermometer, but it still works. I bent it and it still worked. Calibrated it fine. That's it. Didn't crack.
Wow.
It fell from that height all the way down on the ground and did not crack. And that's the only battle scar it endured, was right there. So I take it proudly. It was a good moment. We lost one of our buddies that helped us out with that this past year, and so it was just a good memory. So he had a freak accident, and I mean, it's something I'm going to take to my grave. So
yeah, well, I'll tell you, listen, in the forums and the Big Green Egg group on Facebook and everything, I don't know how many times we've seen pictures of shattered lids, right, from that same type of thing. But for just getting a little scrape on that's pretty good.
The Big Green Egg gods, they were with me that day. And I didn't really flip out. I mean, it just, a lot of people were really stunned at my reaction. And I just kind of looked down and I was, it is what it is. I got a buddy that's a dealer. I guess I could have said, hey, bring me a lid when you're coming tomorrow.
That's funny.
Oh, we need to see what the groceries are. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Let's get to the groceries. So I know you got you got the beef links on now, but what else you got going?
Well, I'm gonna go from here. I want to get my other camera. Okay. So I went sides, meats, and everything. I don't know if that was sides and stuff was part of it or not, but I got to have some other groceries to go with my meat. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, absolutely.
So we got, let's see here. I got a little bit of, got some beef ribs right here. Look how jiggly that is.
Oh yeah.
I'll slice
nice
that here.
Shorties.
I got, these are dates. This isn't really Texas, but I've been wanting to try these. So I took dates, cut them kind of in half, took the pit out of it, and then I stuffed it with blue cheese and wrapped it in bacon. I haven't tried that yet. I'm gonna try it on your show right here in a minute.
I'll tell you, I've done those before. A variation. I love bacon wrapped dates. Fabulous.
I did some Texas Twinkies. I tried something different. I tried to keep the top on. Probably just need to slit it down. I just cut the top off because I got one of those neat, little coring things. Try to slice it down here and try to core it. I think it'll do a lot better. Some of my tops fell off, but it's all good. It'll eat the same. And a little mac and cheese, little beans, coleslaw, and I pickled some red onions. It'll go nicely with that real fatty beef rib there. So I think we need to slice this beef rib. What do you reckon?
Absolutely.
All right. Let me adjust my camera here a little bit. Just a little bit. Can you still see it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did some Wagyu back ribs today, and they came out really tasty. But I'll tell you what, still short ribs, my absolute favorite. I mean, right there. That's a brisket on a. Oh, come on now. Now look. Now my YouTube feed just got flagged for pornography right there. Holy! Oh my goodness!
God almighty.
That's ridiculous.
There we go. Here we go. And that's our good groceries. Texas on the plate right now, brothers. Oh yeah,
that's a nice little spread, baby. Got some beans, got some mac and cheese. Do I see some slaw there?
Yes, sir.
That's Matt. You've done yourself proud, my friend.
I got some salsa made in there too. I forgot to bring it, but I should.
Was that in the fridge next to the beef sausages?
It probably is. Maggie dog's over here sniffing around now.
Yeah, I bet. You might get dogs from the next 2 or 3 counties over there.
Those ribs are freaking juicy, man. Those things are glistening.
It's ridiculous.
I've had them off. Whenever I turned the camera, I pulled them. So they've been setting for 10, 15 minutes or so. But
how long was the cook on those guys? 5 hours, 6 hours?
It's about 5.5. Yep.
Yeah.
About 5.5. And I used this. I had a guy contact me. I guess this guy, this Sweet Smoke guy, he sent me some of this, a lot of stuff. He makes it. I guess he did really good at Memphis in May, something like that. Maybe he won it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't follow that very much because I would so not be a comp guy. The OCD people in the world would hate me. I mean, they truly would, because I'm just fly by the seat of my pants, I'm kind of interested to try this. It's got salt, cane sugar, paprika, garlic, black pepper, coffee, spices, Worcestershire sauce. It's got some other little stuff in there too. So I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. So if anybody's watching this or anybody watches it later, if you think Matt Hussey is just a Blackstone guy, just rewind and watch all the juices coming off of that rib. That's good groceries right there, baby.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. I'd endorse that product right there for sure.
That's right. All right, so going back, one more question. You butt blast. I think we got sidetracked. You didn't explain what butt blast is, did you?
No, I didn't. So, as you know, Big Green Egg has egg fests all around the nation. North Carolina had one for a while. A place out of Winston-Salem held it. Well, that place I think went under, or they just stopped doing it, stopped putting it on, and so North Carolina didn't have anything. Well, we thought, man, we're in barbecue capital of the world, man. We produce the most pork of any state, and we have the East the East style whole hog, and then we have Lexington style, whole shoulder, which is the butt and the picnic,
Yep.
of the front of the hog. That's what we do in Lexington. And I mean, that's two of the, as far as barbecue or pork barbecue, I mean, that is kind of the trend, right? And so a buddy of mine on the forum, on the Egghead forum, he goes by John in Carolina. Myself and another guy, he goes by Piney, and a few other of our friends decided let's do something in North Carolina. And so we looked out to find a location that's kind of central in North Carolina where we can all go. And it was this campground in Salisbury, North Carolina. It's kind of near Charlotte. It's not very far from Charlotte. And where our friends from around the state, or I'm sorry, from around the country come, we eat and we fellowship, just like what we're doing right here, just like pretty much what your Ribberfest is about, really.
Mhm.
And I mean, last year we had people from California, we had people from Connecticut come down. It's just New Orleans, and then we got the local, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee. We got a lot of people from there. So last year was a good one, and so we named it Butt Blast simply because we're in North Carolina, and it's just a play on words, a playful play on words. We're in North Carolina, pork butts, barbecue. That's what it was. So
That's awesome.
It's not any kind of Kentucky backwoods thing,
I was about to say, if I eat a few more of these jalapenos, I may be using that as a hashtag too. So
I'm gonna try one of these bacon wrapped dates. That's what I've been looking forward to.
yeah.
I know Johnny P, if he's still in there, him and we message each other daily. He's a good friend of mine. We were like, I don't know how well that's going to work.
How they taste?
It works. It works really good. That's interesting. I mean, it's a good combination, but never in my wildest dreams think it'd taste like that. It was good.
It was blue cheese, right?
Yeah. I did blue cheese. Some people do goat cheese, I think, but goat cheese is sometimes. It probably depends on the goat and its milk, but I like it sometimes, but sometimes it can be kind of dry, a little dry for me.
Yeah. No, listen. Like I said, I've done similar before with bacon wrapped dates. They're tasty. Something about that bacon and the salt and the dates, it's fantastic. So throw a little cheese in there. I'm all about that. In fact, I think one of the recipes that I did, actually, we did stuff it with. God, it was one of the harder cheeses. I don't know if it was pecorino or something, but it was a tasty little treat. But again, it was just like doing the Texas Twinkies. Yep. It takes a little work, putting those things together.
It is, yeah. Now I don't know how you did. How did you do your Twinkies?
So I did. I didn't do brisket because I didn't want to have to cook a whole brisket. So I did. Actually, I got a eye of round that I smoked and did some slices. So I was having kind of like a little French dip, made a au jus from the juices, and so I had a little sandwiches from those, and then took the rest, ground it up with cream cheese and some of that 4 Mexican cheese blend, a little rub, and stuffed the jalapenos, wrapped it in bacon, smoked those for about 2.5 hours, and then brush it with some barbecue sauce. And I've been snacking on them for all day long. So
that one was good. I didn't go quite elaborate like you. I actually forgot smoked sausage. I was wanting to put some smoked sausage in mine.
Ooh.
I took some of that. Shoot. Hey, honey, what's that cheese that we put on the crackers? What's the name of that crap? Boars and cheese.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? It's boars and cheese. It's like garlic and herbs. I did that with another half a block of cream cheese, and I took a whole bunch of like Mexican cheese blend and just put it in there. and that's all I did for mine. And then wrapped it in bacon and hit it with. I didn't hit it with this. I hit it with another. It's like an all-purpose seasoning of this same company.
Okay.
Doing good.
Yeah, I want to do some more. I think in my next batch, instead of doing brisket or chopped meat, I'll do some. I'm a huge chorizo fan, so chorizo in there with the cheese and everything sounds like it would be give it a little bit extra spice.
I have done shrimp before. Take a piece of shrimp and lay on there. It's amazing.
The shrimp in the cheese in the jalapeno.
Yep.
Wow, interesting. That sounds good.
Now I didn't encase it. I cut the jalapenos exactly half.
Okay.
And I did it like that, and
gotcha.
That way, because I didn't want the shrimp to be boiled, if you will, in the cheese. So I wanted to make sure the shrimp still could get a texture, some bark to it, because texture is all about with our flavors. It's all about texture sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Mr. Hussey, we're going to. I got 5:54, and it gives me 2 minutes to take a little potty break between between segments. But listen, brother, it was fantastic. I really appreciate it, and I know you got a busy weekend. Your son's birthday yesterday, and he's dying to get back on that on his new 4-wheeler. And I know you got family over, but I so appreciate you joining. Like I said, I've been an admirer of yours for a while. I'm glad we were able to spend this time together. Look at Alton, the dog father, just joined. What's up, brother? And listen, the food's fabulous. Keep up the great work on your videos and everything that you're doing. Again, I just really appreciate you taking the time out to join today and making Ribberfest a fun time.
Yep. Well, I appreciate the opportunity, Craig. I too, I enjoy you. You're a great guy. I love your content as well. So maybe this is a forge of another, just a better friendship. So.
Absolutely. More things to come in the future. So, hit everybody that's on here with your all your social media and stuff.
Yeah. So, YouTube's my top. YouTube Hungry Hussey, Instagram Hungry Hussey, Facebook Hungry Hussey. Send me a message if you want to talk to me. Send me a message, or some of you know me. You can text me, whatever. Ever have any questions and you want to talk? Could be personal reasons too. I don't care. Just hit me up. Totally approachable. So I appreciate anybody that has any interest. Anybody have any questions, or it doesn't matter. Blackstone, egg, personal, YouTube, it doesn't matter. But I'll something just popped in the egg. Let's see what happens.
A little casing pop.
I think so. Yeah. I don't think y'all can see it. Anyways, we'll get to that. But yeah, that's all. So I don't do Twitter. Just it's hard enough keeping up with the YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. But yeah, hit me up there. Appreciate anybody that does, and I'll help you out any way I can.
Excellent. Well, again, I appreciate it. I've learned some new stuff. I learned what cheer wine's all about. I learned butt blast isn't it's from eating too many jalapenos. And I'm going out tonight and trying to get some short and sexy pomade for my due. So
I'll send you a picture of my new stuff. It's good stuff.
All right, brother. Well, listen, give your family a big hug, and again, appreciate the time, and looking forward to seeing more great stuff from you. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate you, C-Mac. Take care, buddy. Stay blessed.
All right. Everybody else, we got CJ on deck, so come back and join us in about 3 minutes. I'm running, and we'll be right back. Peace.